Hi, it's Johanna and welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to show you another strawberry perfume, and it's another one that I'm using to compare and just see what's out there as far as the types of strawberry perfume that are on the more realistic side or done in a way that's more like earthy or green, or earthy green, potentially foresty. This is a very small, it's like a 1 milliliter non-spray sample, and this is from a company called Sucreabeille, and this is what the bigger size bottle looks like. It's called Strawberry Bliss. That's the fragrance name. And as far as when it was released, the best I could find was on a Sucreabeille Facebook group that someone said they first noticed it in summer of 2024. It's not listed in Fragrantica. And then in October, early October, I went on the website and looked at the listing, and it said, I don't know what the wording was, but something about being discontinued or only available until October 31st. So I bought this sample because I had looked at the reviews and wasn't thinking it was going to be blowing my mind. So let's see, how do they describe it? Scent notes on the website: jammy strawberries, dirt, fresh air. And then it was supposedly blended by Beth. And so Beth is one of the perfumers that they have working at Sucreabeille. And they say, who doesn't love the first bite of a perfectly ripe, beautifully red, freshly picked strawberry? You could call it Strawberry Bliss. Too much? Too bad? We wanted this scent to be reminiscent of a beautiful summer day spent picking and eating strawberries outside in the fresh air. A simple yet gorgeous classic scent. If you love strawberries, you're going to love this scent. I dipped this about 10 minutes ago. Well, right now, all I can smell is the jammy strawberries, and they're not particularly deep. I'm not smelling the dirt. When I've worn this on my wrist, which I may just need to do right now, I definitely pick up on the dirt. Yeah, I think I'll just put it there and wait a few minutes and come back and give you my impressions on the skin. So I'm back. It's been about 20 minutes with this Strawberry Bliss fragrance on my left wrist. And so I smelled it, and every time I smell it, like since, because I've smelled it every like 7 minutes since I put it on, and at first it smells like sweet strawberries. I won't say candy, but I will say sweetened more than what I'm used to when I eat them fresh. And then the dirt smell. And when I say dirt, usually, on this channel, when I say dirt, I mean like the mineral smell. More moist type mineral smell, kind of pure, not skanky. That's not what I'm referring to. And so then when I smell the scent strip, I get the dirt. I get the dirt coming out, like at least 50% dirt, 50% sweet strawberry. And so my impression when I first received the sample on November 2nd, I wrote down bad, way too much dirt. The fresh air makes the dirt worse. People would hate this. There's not payoff that might occur if the strawberry were more balanced. This perfume is a fail. No wonder they discontinued it as of 10/31/2025. So it's not very complex. Actually, it's strawberry, but you do need to put a lot of different things together to create a strawberry smell. And then I don't smell anything very green in this, but the dirt, it's probably going to be coming from this. It's called Geosmin, and I have it diluted here because it's very strong to 0.01%. And I dipped it in a scent strip in that here. And it's just that. It's just, you could probably blend other things with, but to me, it just smells like the Geosmin. And then, as far as the fresh air, which apparently I was referring to when I first got this. But fresh air is usually, well, you can use a few different things, but mainly this one, Floralizone. See how the word ozone is there at the end? Yeah, so it's supposed to be a fresh air kind of aroma chemical. Yeah, it is actually. This is just the Floralizone on here. It is fresh air. However, I'm not really getting fresh air. Interesting. Well, it's a modifier. Floralizone is a modifier. It's not going to come through on its own. It's something that lifts other aspects of the fragrance. And so, let me see if I can... yeah. So, I wouldn't pick it out and say this has fresh air notes in it, but it does. So it's mostly strawberries and dirt, which I would think would potentially work. I guess I would say it would necessarily not work. Dirt and fruit. And also, if you're putting the fruit in a natural context, there's dirt nearby. Strawberries are very low growing wherever they grow, whether it's your garden or whether it's in the woods. They're growing close to the dirt, so they're probably going to have some dirt on it. So when you're eating them, you're going to have an experience something with dirt. And what I think of is this fragrance, Night Flyer by Olympic Orchids Artisan Perfumes. The perfumer is Covey. She owns this company. This is the modern availability of what was originally by Zoologist called Bat. This is the original Bat. This was released in 2015 by Zoologist, and it's separately listed on Fragrantica from the 2020 release, which is a new version of Bat by a different perfumer. But I managed to pick up this one as a discontinued fragrance, and the person hadn't used very much. And I've compared it to Night Flyer. It's Night Flyer, the original, is actually the full name. And it's very similar to, it's the same. I smell very much the same. So, same perfumer, she's making it from the same formula. But in Zoologist Bat, the original, and Night Flyer, they blend the Geosmin dirt note in better. It's just a better part of the fragrance. It's not so just individual dirt, fruit. It's like something about it makes it a lot more palatable to the point where it's addictive. Like, I love this fragrance. I love it, even though it comes off a lot as the mineral dirt with some soft fruits, okay? But this one, Strawberry Bliss, it's just not complex enough. I feel like they didn't take enough time with the strawberry and they let it be too sweet. If you're gonna have dirt with strawberry, you don't want it to be, this is kind of reminding me of what they call big strawberry. I don't know what they call it because it's not in Fragrantica as far as what strawberry note they would call it. But it's like, yeah, it's strawberry, but it's too sweet to come off as realistic. So when you're putting geosmin in here, it's just not reading as well thought out, I guess. That's what I would say. And the reviews on it were mostly negative. On the Sucreabeille website, or not website, the Sucreabeille Facebook group, and even on the Sucreabeille website where you can buy it. The reviews were not very good, and they were mostly complaining that it's just in your face dirt. They're not enjoying it. And that's kind of what I wrote down when I had my first impression. So that's another strawberry fragrance that I bought for reference. This one. Glad I didn't get a full-size bottle. Back in the day, I would have, just because I'd be like, I just want a full bottle. I like the way the bottle looks on the shelf. But no, I'm not. Thank goodness I've come a long way since that. So, well, thanks for watching another video. And I'm probably going to do other videos on sample size fragrances that I have, including the ones I got for the strawberry references that I'm using to just inform me as far as what's out there, what's already on the market, and then see how I can make sure that my fragrance that I'm creating, Wild Strawberries in the Forest, I don't know if that's the final name, probably not, but that's kind of how I think of it, is going to be hopefully better, hopefully something wearable, because otherwise I won't make it and sell it.